Hello everybody, Scott here. Today I decided to pick up the video. I picked it up. I'm enjoying a matcha tea mixed with God knows what, but it's good for you. This is how you get this. All of this comes from the matchas, the teas, the greens, and other miscellaneous things. Now, I'm also eating nuts, but not those kind of nuts. Brazil nuts. And not those kind of Brazil nuts. Regular Brazil nuts from Waitrose. Do you understand? So, what did I want to talk about today? Well, cynicism. I had a little download today about cynicism. And I think it may be worth sharing because you out there may be cynical towards life, towards yourself, towards the future, towards the hope of humanity. Does it all rest on your shoulders? In a way, yeah, it does. It's all on you. But I'm only jesting because I'm a little tired. And when I get tired, I jest. Now, what did I learn about cynicism? Well, let me tell you. What I learned was, that's not very good to be cynical. No. What you want to do is reach out to people and to life. Get some friends. And dare I say, get a life. For I was lifeless for a while. Still am, but I'm recovering. I'm a recovering, lifeless human being. And I'm coming back to life. You must allow yourself to come back to life. Now, how did I get cynical? How did I get cynical? Well, that's a good question. Thank you for asking. You're welcome. What happened was, when I was a kid, I was gullible. Which is actually the opposite of cynicism, right? Now, they're actually the same thing, but I'll get to that in a minute because I don't want to overpower you with my brain power. You might be crushed. So listen up. I had traumatic childhood. Who didn't? Traumatic teenagehood. Who didn't? But I was always open. I always tried stuff. But I was gullible. I didn't honor the alarm bells in my heart, in my life that said, this truth isn't for me, this path isn't for me, this person's voice, authority isn't my own. I'm going to listen to them anyway and be gullible because I'm not listening to myself. And so I got a little bit banged up, a little bit hurt by going down paths and hanging out with people and listening to people whose business I had no interest investing in. Because you see, it's good to be open, but you got to listen to your own self as well. And a cynic will tell you that. Always listen to yourself. Always listen to yourself. The world's bullshit, it's all bullshit. Only listen to your opinion. You see how it swings? So I became open, got damaged, came back to, I'm just gonna take care of myself, be by myself, only listen to myself, become cynical. And of course, that is gonna make you lonely. It's gonna make you observant of only yourself. You're not gonna get much data feedback from the world. Your heart chakra will close. If you don't know what chakras are, don't worry about it. But your heart chakra will close. And then you'll feel isolated, a bit psychotic, a bit crazy. Because we're social beings. And a great dear friend once said to me, the best kind of action is interaction, right? And when you interact, whether it's family, friends, strangers, an animal, the ocean, a coffee shop, an environment, an atmosphere, you always feel better. You always feel refreshed because you're getting new data, new information. And that's what life is about. It's about growing, openness, freshness. And so I did that for a while. And it made me a bit cuckoo, you know? Don't get me wrong, you always get gifts spending time by yourself. And I recommend you do spend time by yourself sometimes. However, I did it way too much and wasn't open to ideas that would come to me to explore. So what have I become now? I would say I've reached the balance point of being a healthy skeptic. Now all that means is I've had a little experience, I've got a bit of wisdom under my belt. I know what I'm doing in certain areas, but I'm also aware that I don't know everything, right? Paradox is, the more you become aware of stuff, you realise, good Lord, fucking hell, it's a big world. I really don't know shit, right? But you know a little. You know a little to get by, live your life, expand here and there where you want to. No, but you always want to stay open. So what I do, and my recommendation is, be a skeptic. Be open, be observant. Don't disqualify life or yourself. So every time someone offers you something or an idea comes into your head, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Should I say this? Always run it by your heart. Run it by your wisdom, your experience. Does this register with me? And if you're not sure, but there's an intrigue, you might as well do it if you're doing nothing else. You see, that's where you grow. That's where you become an adult. Honor your beliefs, but be open. And be open to be challenged, because if your beliefs are truly that strong, why the heck are you so closed and sensitive about it, right? That's kind of the cynic. Why are you so closed, right? If you're that strong in yourself, why can't you be open, right? And that was the message to myself that I needed to hear today. So, to end this, if you find yourself feeling cynical, right? And what does cynicism feel like in the body? Maybe boredom. You feel you have ideas to act upon, maybe invitations from others, ideas within your own brain saying, try this, do that, go to this class, write this, let's write a poem, sing a song. But you shut it down, and then you feel criticism, right? You project out, you feel stuck, and you're like, oh, fuck the world. So if you feel that crabbiness, that criticism, that boredom, that's a sign that you're being a cynic in that moment. But good Lord, you have someone like me to explain to you how to break that pattern. And by the way, being cynical is a great place to be, because now you have you honor your beliefs, but you honor them too much, so you can always carry yourself around. And I recommend you do that. Always carry yourself around and live your life and be open. Be open. Try new things. You have an idea in front of you, or 2 or 3 ideas, and you're not acting upon them because you think they're not worthy of you, then you got a problem, especially if nothing else is showing up. That's a sign. Take a chance, be a bit gullible, and listen to the world around you. Act a bit more integrated, a bit more of a unit, be a bit more flexible. All right, guys? So I hope that helps you. And hey, if you want to remain a cynic for the rest of your days, I mean, you can do that. You can do what you want. I'm just suggesting what's worked for little old me might work for you. So become the healthy skeptic. That's my invitation. And see where it takes you. See what comes up, plunders up. And have fun along the way. Because remember, guys, life, it's not about being a know-it-all. It's not about winning this or that. It's about enjoying life, right? And sharing it with others, sharing yourself. But if you're being cynical, you sure as hell ain't giving yourself an opportunity to share your gifts with the world. So get out there, try some things, honor yourself, don't be gullible. And that's it, guys. Go out there and rock it. All right, I love you. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my tea. And I'll see you when I see you. Ta-ra.